Guys, what's up? It is Doug. Welcome to another Halloween edition of Haul and Wax. This is actually the first ever, small batch vendor wax video I've ever done. I know some people have requested I do one of these, smaller company, and it just so happens a good situation came about. So what I've got here, Midnight Daydream Wax Company. I have actually 5 cents here from the Halloween collection. So big shout out to Harrison, Midnight Daydream Wax Co. Big Halloween fan, and reached out to me and asked if I'd want to do this Halloween collection. They're pretty proud of it over there, and so I said fine. I don't normally do these kind of things, but I would love to do it. I'm in a Halloween mood. I know that the Halloween stuff, again, from one Halloween fan to another, I want to see, what do you got? So anyways, I got sent 3 candles, 2 of these scents. Again, these are my honest impressions of it. And let's go through them, shall we? I'm going to start from the one I like the least up to what I think is the best. Also, I should note, as of this video, when it goes live, these scents are supposed to be up on his website. I'll put those in the link below. Again, I don't get any money. I don't get anything like that. Again, just want to link to him for his, so if you guys interested in what I have to say here, you can check them out. I can tell you, though, it's a pretty rockin' Halloween collection, so let's get right to it. So, up first here, Hocus Pocus. Again, these jars, which seem very strong scent-wise, single wick. Whew, this is very strong. So, Hocus Pocus. I should read the description here too. Special elixir straight from the witch's cauldron. This is very strong. Probably the strongest out of the bunch, actually, on cold. So, Hocus Pocus, very apt name. Very fruity. I get a very strong grapefruit note here. Almost like a bubble gum as well. This is wild. Some kind of a cinnamon, a spice, like a baking spice, almost like an allspice. Very wild. This is pretty crazy scent. Again, it's like a grapefruit, bubblegum, allspice kind of candle. I know that sounds crazy, but I can see if he's going for the that whole witch's cauldron vibe, right, of like a crazy chemical concoction in there. Now, it doesn't smell nasty and chemical-wise. It smells very good. Ooh, there's almost a little bit of a hay in this as well. A lot going on here. So, again, that is Hocus Pocus. Let's go on to the next one. All right, this is one of his melts. This is Gingersnap Jackolantern. This is beautiful. So, it smells like what the name kind of is what it is, right? It smells like a ginger snap cookie, a very fresh ginger snap cookie with some fresh baked pumpkin, like pumpkin guts. Beautiful. And that ginger snap is so strong, and it gives a little bit of that craft store vibe, almost like you're walking into a Michael's. That's nice. It changes smelling. I can't wait to melt these and burn, see what they do in the air. Really nice. Again, ginger snap cookie with some baked pumpkin. Very nice scent. Very autumnal. It sounds, this is very it's an autumnal treat. This to me is more late or mid-November versus Halloween, but it's still really nice and very autumnal. All right, up next, October 31st. In this description here, a spooky Halloween night. Again, candle here, single wick. Ooh, that is strong. So, this very much for you Yankee Candle fans, it reminds me of Witch's Brew. It's like a supercharged Witch's Brew where the patchouli is stronger in this than Witch's Brew. Witch's Brew, again, sorry for using this description if you've never smelled Witch's Brew, but hey, if you're a Halloween fan, you're watching this channel, you probably tried Yankee's Witch's Brew, which is a great one. Okay, so the cinnamon is more red hot here, and the patchouli is a little more pronounced. Where Witch's Brew is maybe a little bit duller in the mix. I'm seeing this like audio waves. Weird way to describe it. The highs on here are higher. Witch's Brew is a little bit smoother, across the curb, where this one you get more that kind of thing. I know, very weird way to describe candles. Sorry, it's the musician recording engineer in me. Ooh, that is strong. Again, easiest way to describe it, it's a supercharged Witch's Brew with a spicier cinnamon and a more pronounced, more biting patchouli. Really nice. All right, up next, Haunted House. Love the name, right? The description on this, creaky floors and ghosts. And I didn't even say, I'm sorry, This is soy wax. These are all soy wax. If you couldn't tell, you know, it's not paraffin, it's soy. It's another strong one. I love this scent. So, again, that description on it is funny. It says creaky floors and ghosts. There is a vibe here of like a creaky floor because it's very woody. It's like old wood. It smells like sort of a slab of old wood with some kind of a fruit on top. Like a sharp fruit, like a berry, a very tart berry. This is tough. And his notes aren't published. I know that. And he tries to keep it more secret what's going on here. It's a very tart berry with some creaky wood floors. That's the best way I can describe it. It smells like musty floors, but in a good way, to have that vibe of a house. The berry is very tart. Again, I can't pronounce what kind of berry it is. It's almost more of a multifaceted berry, like in a pie when you get different berries. It's not a sweet berry though. It's very, very tart. Ooh, love this scent. I swear you get almost a little bit of like dust in it as well, almost like a little bit of a cedar wood type vibe to it. I keep going back into this. It's really interesting. Love this scent. Haunted House. Again, it's a great collection here that he's got going on. So that is Haunted House. So up next, guys, we have my favorite scent in the bunch. All right, guys, this is just a melt. Autumnal Equinox, which first off, I love that name conceptually. That's great. I absolutely adore this scent, and I'm actually going to be picking up a couple of his candles. I've enjoyed these so much. It's like, okay, I got to check some of this stuff out. He's got some other really great sounding scents. This is legit, man. Autumnal Equinox. So what this is, it smells like legit crushed leaves with some kind of a wood here, almost like when I was younger. Behind my house, we had woods behind my house before it got all developed. And within that, somebody laid wood trails to where it was like logs logs made up the middle of the trail, but in the middle of it was wood chips. Not fine wood chips, but just like tree bark, right? That was all chopped up. And they laid it everywhere over that, and that was the trail. That's what that reminds me of. That kind of a super outdoorsy wood. And when I say outdoorsy wood, of course wood is grown outdoors in trees, but what I mean by that, it's not like lumberyard wood, right? Where that's very like a processed lumber. No, this is like straight up wood chips on the forest floor, very pronounced, very authentic leaves, and a beautiful, almost like a tart raspberry on top. This is gorgeous. Autumnal Equinox. Love that name. Love that name. Oh, great. Just great scent. Well, he sent me a few of these here to try out, and he's hooked me, I guess. This is great, man. I did not, I won't say I didn't expect it because I don't really know. I don't dabble with the small batch candle stuff much because the mainstream stuff keeps me busy with things. So I kind of don't know what to expect. This is phenomenal, though. Again, I get nothing from this, so don't think I'm like hawking this. I wouldn't be BSing you guys. I would hope you guys would realize that, or you wouldn't be watching me if you thought that. But I get nothing from it, but I'll put the link below. This is a collection done by a fall Halloween fan. You can tell that. And I think that's the highest compliment I can give. Check these things out. These are great. If you guys ever want to see more on it, I'm going to be picking a few of these up, actually. Not the ones I've already talked about, I'm sorry. Some new ones as well, although I want a candle of this for sure. But I can't wait to burn and melt the other ones that I've got here. Great part of my Halloween collection, to add to it. My Halloween collection is getting ridiculous, by the way, candle-wise. So, hey, thank you guys very much. Thank you to Midnight Daydream Wax Co. for sending me the Halloween stuff to sample from their collection. Again, that link I'll put below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.